Her father's debt, her heart's decision. In the majestic kingdom of Eldoria, young Princess Eleanor was anything but ordinary. With a sharp mind, a kind heart, and a quiet strength, she was admired throughout the land. As her 18th birthday approached, the day she would be crowned queen, the palace prepared for celebration. But Eleanor felt unease in her spirit. During a jousting match, her cousin Thomas made a pointed comment. "If it weren't for you, I'd be king." Eleanor dismissed it, but her friend Martha sensed deeper tension. Later that day, the king summoned Eleanor and, with pride in his voice, declared she would ascend the throne at the stroke of midnight on her birthday. Though she smiled, her heart sank. The next morning, Eleanor was gone. Her loyal horse Bramble returned alone, and in his saddle lay her enchanted pendant, a gift meant to protect her from evil. It hadn't fallen. It had been placed there carefully. Martha knew instantly. Eleanor had left by choice. Driven by worry, Martha and Thomas began searching. A maid reported seeing Eleanor heading to the palace library late that night. There, among dusty scrolls, they uncovered a long-buried secret. 30 years ago, King Harold had saved Eldoria from a devastating war by making a terrible pact with a sorceress. In exchange for victory, he promised to surrender the spirit of his daughter. On her 18th birthday, Eleanor had discovered the truth. Rather than let her father pay the price, she slipped away to fulfill the promise herself. She left her pendant behind, so she would not be protected. She didn't want to be saved, she wanted to save. Martha refused to let her face the darkness alone. With Thomas and Bramble by her side, she followed Eleanor to a hidden valley, where the sorceress waited beside the ancient throne of King Calabash. Just as the ritual began, Thomas offered himself in Eleanor's place. But before the sorceress could react, Martha intervened. Something went wrong. The sorceress mistakenly drew from Martha's spirit, not Eleanor's, and the spell collapsed. A burst of light shattered the ritual. The sorceress screamed, undone by her own magic. Her power turned to smoke and vanished into the night. Back at the palace, Eleanor stood with her family once more. "I knew something was wrong," she said gently. "I overheard you that night. The rest, I learned in the library." Her father wept, not out of guilt, but out of awe for his daughter's wisdom and the love of those who would not let her go alone. Life lesson. Sometimes, doing the right thing means walking into darkness without knowing if light will follow. Princess Eleanor's story reminds us, love requires sacrifice, friendship means standing firm, and honoring a promise may be the most courageous act of all. Did this story move you? Share your thoughts in the comments. What promise would you keep at all costs? And don't forget to subscribe for more heartfelt stories that celebrate courage, loyalty, and the quiet power of love.